the first time that I saw that play. Here we go. I didn't want to leave this place. I was so hungry. Let me get this order. Let me get a number 2 with a Mountain Dew. Yes, I do, girl. I just want your number 2, and that's some barbecue. And yabba dabba dabba do. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry, baby. And I know so pretty Ricky. I'm so hungry, baby. And if she don't like me, she gay. I'm so hungry, baby. I told her I can get real freaky. I'm so hungry, baby. Yeah. When I saw
God damn, this is really Chef Kulture. We laughing like a motherfucker. We got drinks and shit. Okay. All right. Welcome to Trappin Ain't Dead then. Fuck it. Another day, another dollar. Peep game. We here at Leona's Palace and shit. Janae, what's good?
It's now the Palace Hollywood, though, so we got to give it what it is, you know? And this is really dope. We're gonna call this the wind down after the state of black food. That's what this is, because literally we've all wind down after a long day, but we're gonna have like some really dope conversation. They kind of started already during setup. Like I heard the conversation, they laughing, so I know they're gonna bring that energy. And what we want to do is just jump right into it. And I want you guys to introduce yourself to our listeners and let them know your name and your business. So let's start with you, Chef Chad.
Be who?
Be me.
I wasn't gonna let you get out of that one.
Yeah, Chef Chad Cherry. Be me with my brother Munch right here.
Yo.
I knew his face
Refresh
was familiar.
Live and Chef Kulture. Yeah.
Beat me a brother too.
Yo, it's Chef Terrence, the real Chef Terrence. Hey.
That was
AKA,
so
I'm
much
your
shade.
personal chef, AKA Mr. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So follow me on Instagram at Chef Terrence. We'll leave that part out.
All right.
At Chef Terrence Fisher.
Nah, it's my turn.
I know, ladies first. Come on,
ladies first. All right, my name's Chanel. I'm from Pennsylvania. I've been here in South Florida, or I've been in Florida for 5 years now. Now I'm a sous chef at Ocean Reef Club, and I'm new to Chef Kulture. It's my first event, so I'm excited to get to know all the chefs. Yeah, I'm gonna be around.
So you mean to tell me your humble ass just sat there in this beautiful ass white dress and ain't say I'm a motherfucking chef?
Okay, I am.
Like literally, I gave him
What's
like,
better
oh
than
yeah, I got
humble?
Trappin Ain't Dead podcast. She could have been like, hey, yeah, I'm a chef. Interview me, motherfucker. I'm fucking around.
And humble guys.
You know.
Right.
And she'll bring you Wingstop.
We're not gonna talk about the Wingstop.
Hey guys,
She like, I got it.
Hey guys, my name is Naika. I restore and revive taste buds with my dessert catering business, Melanin Sweets. So I'm also a part of Chef Kulture. You guys can follow me at Melanin Sweets on all social media platforms. So yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is Chef Andre the Skywalker, the Jedi of Flavors. My business is Season Leaf Catering. I'm here with Chef Kulture. We're doing our thing, State of Black Food, turn up. All right? So we here doing big things. This is the wind down like we told them. They said in the beginning. I'm going to pass it on.
Turn it up. All right. My name's Rashad Henderson. I'm a financial advisor and wealth management investor for Chef Kulture. Hell, I just invest money for myself. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, and everybody else. All your insurance needs, all your financial management needs. If you need assistance, please hit me up. Rashad Henderson Investments on Instagram.
Are you connected to like Henderson Financial? I'm just asking out of some random blue shit.
No, but it's a crazy story. So there's 7 cities in the United States named Henderson, and I'm related to all of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. He ain't related to Henderson Financial, but he was like Henderson was a freedman, motherfucker.
I'm just trying to honor the name.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
all. I'm just trying to honor the name.
Dope. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Since you got 7 cities named after you and shit.
I know. He did his AfricanAncestry.com over here.
But this right here is the original OG.
Chef T. Will, 305, Miami Stand Up. You understand? Miami Northern Viking. The U. All that right there.
Are we Miami?
But yeah, you know. Yeah, okay, but nah. But yeah, Chef T. Will right here. Born and raised Miami, Florida, 305. Private chef, chefs by nature. And listen, I hold it down. I mean, you know what? I do this. This is what I do.
I ain't gonna lie, that breakfast we had a couple weeks ago was fire.
Bruh, them grilled cheese sandwiches that were on a Monday was fly. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember those, huh?
Nah, I remember.
I think them passed you by.
Nah,
but that's
they
all
passed
good,
me by.
though.
They passed me by.
That's one of the A-Gap things right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it passed me by. But you caught me with the, I think the first time we met was at the NABJ, what is with Black Male Media.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But you know what? You know that was Chad though.
Yeah.
That was Chad, set everything up, you know what I'm saying? I just came in with the, you know what I'm saying, on the second half of the quarter, you know what I'm saying? And,
exactly.
Hey, I was like, Coach, let me get in. And he was like, hey, come on. I was still clean when I got in the game, you know what I'm saying?
If you want to win, put T. Will in, huh?
Yeah. But hey, if everybody knows Chef T. Will, they know that he'll get dirty. No matter. Just put me in the game, Coach.
Put me in the game, Coach.
Put me in the game, Coach.
Man, I love it. It's like a family. Is that what Chef Kulture is?
Yo, that's
Chef
all
Chad,
day.
like, tell us what is Chef Kulture and how did you create this, movement?
Yo, Chef Kulture is the preeminent network for urban food professionals in the country.
Come on now, with the PR and the press.
We are.
Media training and shit.
You better come through. Come on
Amen.
now.
Say it again, buddy.
Can we all touch and agree?
Yes.
Amen.
Yes, Amen. Let's go. So we're the preeminent network for urban food professionals in the country. We officially have 6 chapters. We're over 200 members, but we have members in about 9 states right now. We just haven't launched chapters everywhere. We're actually getting ready to do something that's going to be crazy to bring everybody together in a way that touches a good portion of the country. And what happened was, it was simple, right? Working around all these amazing chefs, it was like, yo, why don't we support each other, right? And I remember specifically, Irie and I, there was a chef, Wayne, who he passed away. He used to be Johnson & Wales chef. He was one of the only black culinary instructors at Johnson & Wales. He passed away, right? You know what I'm saying? Wayne Bryant. And
Dry storage department.
we ended up, me and Irie ended up doing some stuff for his funeral, and we like, well, where's Johnson & Wales at? Where's everybody else at? How's his family gonna eat? And it was like, hold up. It doesn't make any sense that around the country, black and brown chefs, any kitchen you go to, it's us, right? Any kitchen anywhere. Yep. American food, us. The first classically French-trained chef in America was a black man, Hercules, right? The white people, they wasn't even cooking that shit before us. And you see, it's late, y'all. It's late. We tired of shit. I had to throw that in.
It was at the dinner table. I'm just saying.
You just did. It was at the dinner table.
I'm just saying.
And it just came back, man. It felt like such perfect timing, man, because outside, when you look at our communities, when you look at the poverty cycle, when you look at our health issues and how that affects our wealth, when you look at kids going to school hungry and not being able to study, the one thing that can tie all that shit in together are the chefs, right? The culinary professionals, because in America, we're not going back to cooking anymore. People aren't doing that. So the people that are sitting around this room, we are the next generation of engineers, doctors, and lawyers. Parents should be telling their kids to get into this field because guess what? People are trading their dollars for it. So it gives us a unique opportunity to not only have some financial peace, but to also have a great impact. So the conversation was, look, we've been working in the hoods, right, in the communities. Like, listen, any hood USA, I'm going to go in and do a cooking demo, and I'm going to talk to my people, right, because I care about their health. And we talked about eating better. And I'm like, who is more invested in our community than people that grew up there? And when you start looking at the level of talent that's here in Florida, in the culinary community, and then I'm like, wait, but we don't have a lot of restaurants. Wait, but we're not together. It was just a natural synergy. It was like, listen, if we can get people to listen to a simple message, and that message is that we're stronger together and that we are going to be excellent when we work together, then we can start something. And it literally started like piecemeal, like one by one by one by one. You know how many conversations we've had? Every single person in this room, man, we've sat down and we have built for at least, I mean, shit, some of us good hours talking about how to do it. And what happened is what you saw tonight with State of Black Food was the result of everybody saying, you know what, we are stronger together. Like, yo, my wife and I, we didn't do that event. Chef Kulture did that event. That was not like, and that's some real shit. We could not have pulled that off. You know, even the fact that we're sitting here because they was like, yo, we're not gonna let you go back and clean. That's the culture. You know, so I mean, it's some real shit. Like, and this is no one. And here's the thing, none of us are getting paid for this, right? Now, in a year or two, when we control our own media, thanks to people like y'all, right?
Amen.
In a year or two,
Hello,
when we
News and
hosting
shit.
our own first, like a real Black Food Network, you know what I'm saying? In a year or two, when we're traveling, doing State of Black Foods in other states, right? When we're collaborating with chefs like Stephen Beatty, because he's like, yo, I have 2 to 3 events. I need somebody that can come up and do some basic carving for me. Oh, wait, we got chefs from Chef Kulture that took the class. They can go up and do it, right? When we having those conversations, that's some different shit. But right now, this is just groundwork. This is literally for the love. Literally for the love of the culture.
Love it. You know? Can you guys chime in? Any of the chefs can chime in, because I know your schedules are busy. Like Chef Chad said, no one's getting paid for this. So why was it important for you to be a part of this network, Chef Kulture?
I can chime in. I think for me is my vision when I first started was to build something that it wasn't just me, it was me along with other people. It's kind of like the Avengers and the comics and that type of stuff. Like for me, it's like I have my own powers, you have your own powers, so let's join together and we can create something that's bigger than both of us, or 10 of us, or 20 of us. And then when I met Chef Chad and then Chef Andre, and then it was like, oh, my vision is already being seen by other people. Now they respect me because now I speak. And they're like, all right, now we understand where you're coming from. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I mean, I just fed 400 people for 5 days last week by myself, you know, out of my kitchen. And that was over 6,000 meals that I prepared all last week. So to do that and then turn around, have an event on Saturday, then come here on Sunday, and then get thrown into the kitchen with sandals on and shorts. You know what I mean? It was like, I looked at Chef Dre, it's like, all right, let's get it done. There was no, and we check our egos at the door. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, we joke around and we laugh and we, yeah. But it's a brotherhood.
That Mario
you know
Brothers
what I mean?
shirt you had on.
Yeah. It's a brotherhood, and it's just great to bond with people that we go through the same struggles, because we have our depression issues. We have our issues with what we eat, you know what I mean? Or our significant other not wanting to cook for us because they're intimidated by it. Don't get in the fucking kitchen to cook.
You ain't got no significant other, man.
Talk about significant others not even understanding the game.
That too, you know what I mean?
So I think this is so to me, knowing Chad, I think the first time I met Chad was you doing a demo on like nutrition and us trying to eat better. He was talking about kale. I'm from the city, y'all. You know what I'm saying? City nigga, you talk about. I'm in Lauderhill.
City.
Liberty City for the people who don't know, not Carol City. No disrespect to my dog.
Poker Bean Project.
Because she say Miami Gardens now. I'm from Poker Bean. You know
Poker Bean Project.
Poker Bean, you know what I'm saying?
60 seconds.
You know, so when I hear him talking about kale, that was my first time like, okay, I got to take this serious. Ernisha was doing some of the same stuff. And she had the kale salad. I think I tried it only because of Chef Chad sitting up there talking some kale. We need to go to kale. And that was when he was in his kale mode. And quinoa. Quinoa. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, kale, yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
kale,
but
yeah, quinoa, come here.
But I like Chef Kulture. To me, I was talking to Chef Stephen Beatty earlier about how my dad, and I think I shared the story with you about how my dad was like he worked in hospitality management with a lot of restaurants, and he had his own food truck business, and he didn't have that support from other chefs coming in. You know, most of the times he just needed one more hand. You get what I'm saying? You just need one more hand that can come out and help out, and not having that. And that was around, like, I think he started in 2000, maybe 5. I know around 2009 is where he was like, look, bro, this shit. 2010, he was like, I think it was like 5 years he had the food truck. He was like, this ain't cutting it. But before then, he was managing like Fuddruckers, Olive Garden, and some other stuff. And I'm bringing this up because I remember just last week we was dealing with Chef Lowe. And me and V went to Chef Lowe. Now, Chef Lowe told me about the situation beforehand, but I say, no, we coming and we going to make sure that in the reviews we put Chef Lowe in every last one of these reviews. So when we went there last week, me, Janae, it was V's birthday party, and we went there, and then the next day he actually announced that he was leaving. But before then, he said, no, Karen's going to take care of it for me. And I was like, because you know me, I'm the activist type. We like, look, what you need me to do? Tell me to tell all my people don't fuck with that shit no more? Right. Straight up, because they ain't paying. Like, because I don't really, I come from the outside in. I don't really know the business of it. Yeah. But because my dad was in, I was like, nah, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially how they put them out there.
Yeah, so T-Will, what you got to say about it?
Well, this is what I got to say about it. First of all, I am grateful. I am grateful because, Chad and I go way, way, way back to the point where, I was doing my thing, but I saw what he was doing. And, I mean, it was almost like a magnet. Like, But I kept saying, bro, hey, whatever you're doing, man, continue to do your thing. Continue to do your thing, and, I just kept supporting them. Even though, I'm with, the so-called celebrities and doing my thing or whatever. But it's still, you got to play that humble role. But I always tried to figure out, like, what was going to be my end game?
Yeah.
What was going to be that part to the point where, this is who I am right now, but I'm bigger than this right here, and there's something out there bigger than me.
Yeah.
And that's where Chef Kulture came in at. So once I really found out what Chef Kulture was all about, I jumped in. I jumped out the window. I was like, douche. I dove in.
Yeah.
And it's like, this cat had my back ever since. I mean, I'm looking at him like, man, you know what I'm saying? I look up to you. He was like, no, I look up to you. I'm like, we ain't gonna argue about this. But at the same time, I'm grateful for, it's almost like having, like, if somebody on that, like if alcoholic, they go to AA, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we found somewhere where we AA.
We AA for him.
They're like that support group because you know why? If any one of us have a question, we call Chad or Karen, they're going to answer the phone. They're going to be like, this is what you need to do.
Exactly.
If we need to go to the crib and sit down and have a chat, or if we need to meet up somewhere, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, here it is. I mean, I've been in the game for a long time. But you know what? Since I've been with Chef Kulture, I'm like, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? So I'm like, from behind the scenes, now I'm stepping out. And he was like, T, you stepping out into the entrepreneur role now. Yeah. I'm like, I never thought about it like that. Yeah. So you know what, man? I'm like, hey, I'm like, you know what? I'm always there for them. You know what I'm saying? I will always be there for them. Like, man, listen, whatever you need. And this game is slimy. And I'm gonna just speak the real. It's people out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like just trying to like just pull you down. And I mean, I'm talking about like not trying to respect you as who you are. Man, I grind out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here, a lot of chefs out here like, you know what, man, listen, they don't respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked in hotels, restaurants, like when you talk about with your dad, with the food trucks. Food trucks weren't even popular back then when he was back there popping, you know what I'm saying, riding down the street trying to sell his food or whatever. Yeah. Food trucks ain't get popular until maybe around about like 2010 or 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a food truck. I sold it because you know what? They wouldn't allow me to keep it on my property.
Exactly.
I had to go and pay for storage.
They did the same thing to my dad because we used to park it at the house and we used to back it in because they would always come hit us with the code enforcement and shit.
Metro Dade or whatever wanted to try to find you $500
every time.
Right. So here it is. You just out there trying to feed your family. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? You sold it, and then all of a sudden you see these trucks coming out all wrapped up and all this kind of whatever. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of people out there selling those things because now they're trying to get back into what we're doing as far as private chefs, catering, brick and mortar or whatever the case may be, because you know what? They done raised the bar so high with prices and all that kind of stuff. But thank God for Chef Kulture. You know what? We got loopholes, so we know how to get around all that stuff. We find it. So you know what? Grateful.
So we talk about the long game. And restaurants, from what I've heard, don't have a long-term life expectancy. It's like 2 years, right? If that. And trust me, I done seen them less than that. I'm just being gracious based on the numbers that I've seen.
Chanel is in one of the
restaurant, right? Like one of the nice joints. What's your point of view on that? Like,
Okay.
Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job.
Just know, we ain't gonna put you. We'll look out for you. This trapping ain't dead. Hey.
You know how the man is.
Hey, you know this trapping ain't dead, and yeah, we don't trap our own people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a cousin of a cousin of a cousin of a cousin who likes colored folk and got some black shoes. Don't let it happen. That's all you. Speak your peace.
Fuck them crackers.
We got activists on the panel.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. All it take is, and we national with that shit.
We will shut it down.
And she do media. She'll shut that shit down.
Yeah. No,
She
but
bigger
it
than
is-
Sean King.
It's a very different environment, you know, working in a restaurant compared to entrepreneur work or work, you know, catering, private chefing, you know, stuff like that. Because in the restaurant, it could be brutal. You know, you're working, you might, as a chef especially, you're expected to work 6 days a week, 7 days a week if you need to. You know, I've done that for a month straight before.
Yeah.
So, you know, my take on that is, you know, I love what I do. I love to cook. So at the end of the day, no, you know, it doesn't feel like work, but at the same time, you're putting money into somebody else's pocket.
Yeah.
And my look on that is, like, if I work that hard for myself, you know, and my personal goals, and put that energy in my business that I'm trying to build, I can be so much further. You know, so at the same time, it's holding me back from my end game. Like he was saying, you know, that my end game or my end goal isn't to be working for someone, you know, for the rest of my life. So that's what I'm trying to, that's why, you know, when I contacted Chef Chad, I was like, wow, it's a really beautiful thing that they got going on. You know, it's for the people. It has a higher meaning. It's helping the community, and that's something I want to be a part of. And that's actually something I was looking for, and I just had to find a door, you know.
Yeah.
So when I contacted him, I'm like, wow, like, you know, it's funny how things happen like that. So.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to add to that real quick, we've been missing a grassroots component for a long time, right? I think Chef Kulture ties us to the civil rights movement. It ties us to what we've risen and fell with, because I think this new generation right now is losing sight of where we've come from.
Yeah.
There's a lot that's not happening in the homes anymore, but we all eat,
Yeah.
right? Society is now driven it to where it's this fast food, it's conventional food, it's diseases, it's poison. And I think the fact that Chef Kulture is here to kind of bring a resurgence to home cook, nurturing souls, body, and minds, that's an important piece that's been missing for too long.
Yeah.
You know? In order for us to really rebuild the structure of the modern households now, it's got to start with the food, it's got to start with healthy mind practices,
Yeah.
it's got to start with conversations like this, grassroots conversations that's gonna go somewhere. It can't just be about the fluff. And yeah, we bullshit, and we have a good time, and we laugh and we joke. But at the end of the day, we've got generations riding on our backs, just like we rode on the backs of civil rights. That now I feel ashamed sometimes, like we're not uplifting what they've done, what the struggles and sacrifices they've made. You know what I mean? Chef Kulture to me means unity. It means respect. It means a newfound, let me find a word, a newfound enlightenment of what we've been missing for so long. And I think in order for us to really go to the next level, we got to start here. It's got to start at the round table. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be that we take onus of our energies. You know, we were in the kitchen today, and it's a funny conversation. Me and Chef T came down from Lake Mary area. We drove down, we got Megabus down, and without any itch, without any kind of feeling, we jumped into a situation where we just knew it had to work. Other chefs popped into play, and we knew it had to work. There was no blueprint, and we'll talk about things that we can change going along, because it's all about learning from what we do that didn't really line up right. But what we did was, we pulled off something today that, yo, for most people, they can't do that shit.
Yeah.
They can't do that shit. We in there sometimes, we like, hey, what we doing? What's going on next? Man, you tired? Yeah, but guess what? Let's go. We can't afford to fail now.
Yeah.
So we put it on our backs. And I think right now, Chef Kulture is putting the generations on their backs. And it's important for us to take the accountability. Accountability. That's the biggest word right now. Accountability. We say a lot of bullshit. We do a lot of shit, and we don't take accountability because it can brush off as, just words. Right now, you doing bullshit, you're gonna reap bullshit. You plant bullshit, you're gonna get back bullshit. And I'm sorry for going so hard with it.
Nah, it's Trappin Ain't Dead. You can say all that shit. We ain't bleeping nothing.
But I'm feeling like if we don't own this right now, we lose tomorrow.
Yeah.
Straight up. We lose
tomorrow. No, but that's so true. Cause you said everything like this is the new like. I don't want to reframe and switch your words around, but I know you was talking about food.
Yeah.
And that being in the home, and that being like a foundation of the home, because the food, and we talk about mental health on the show all the time, and I'm big on like nutrition.
Absolutely.
Like I play ball, I know that at the end of the day, you're an athlete. If you eating bad bullshit, when you getting like when we was
perform bad bullshit.
Exactly, like we played in Arizona, so shit, 130 degrees in that summer, and you eating a burger if you want to during. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna catch up. You drink soda if you want. Exactly.
Take me out the game, coach. Take me out the game.
You know what I'm saying? And being hydrated and yeah, and so much like, and I deal with Dr. Delvina Thomas with DRT Behavioral Services, and she always is talking about how nutrition affects your mental health.
Absolutely.
So I come in there and she's like, hey, broccoli is brain food. We got broccoli here. And I'm like, usually I'm like, no, I'm not with broccoli. What the hell wrong with you? Where the mac and cheese at? You know what I'm saying? But she be like, yeah, we got mac and cheese too, but we got broccoli. You need the broccoli. You know what I'm saying? And, we don't really pay attention to how much, we say these phrases like you are what you eat. And then next thing you know, we start feeling sluggish and stuff like that. Even my mom, she has all these like ailments, and I say, Ma, you taking too many pills. If you eat right, you probably could cut down half these pills. You know what I'm saying? I talked to and somebody who's big on like, I guess I don't want to create a whole category for shit, but holistic, like, holistic living and
it's a
food.
Thing. It's a thing.
Right, and my boy, no, because a lot of people be ho-tepping and two-stepping and bullshit, so I don't be with it. But I sit up there and I say that because Rodrigo, I don't know if you ever met Rodrigo that does the tacos. He did like I partnered with him a couple times to do like a Taco Tuesday, but he did like, he's the only person I did, and shout out to Los who did. Matter of fact, that was crazy. I met him at Los's venue back in the day. But Rodrigo was doing like vegan chef tacos. I swear to God, I'm not a vegan. But he the one that introduced me to like jackfruit, and it totally like switched my whole like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, nah, I need this right here.
Yeah.
I don't care how first time I was like, I'm lit. I came back the second time, I was like, nah, this shit lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how big to you guys is nutrition? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you take that when you put in an account like the menus and things like that?
Super life. I just want to say one thing real quick. My son was young. He was in school. He wasn't ADD, but he was doing too much. Just active young boy, right?
Yeah.
Nothing bad or nothing, but just moving too much. And we took him off milk, straight up and down. We took him off milk, whole milk, and started doing almond milk, and went in 2 weeks. New kid.
But damn.
New kid, attention, honor roll student, boom. So simple. We are brainwashed. This dietary system is not about us anymore. Milk is for a baby cow.
I was about to say that. Milk is for a
baby cow.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't for
Our
us.
mother give us milk.
Yeah.
To a point, milk is for baby cow. So
mother's milk ain't cow milk.
Right. Anyone can jump in, but I just want to just add that in because that's a big piece about what we're ingesting.
But cereal milk though.
Yeah.
But
we got
so
caught up in the shit that's damn good.
yeah.
You got to talk on the mic.
So
I'm gonna let someone else speak. I'm not gonna hold it up. But look, we got caught up in stuff that just tastes really good, in the fact that we can get whatever we want whenever we want it. So we stopped eating seasonally, and we have become a nation of malnourished fat people. We not skinny, right? And looking like how they say starving Africans. No, we are malnourished fat people, and then they doubly fucked us because they start us out in what they call our Title I neighborhoods, right? Talking this healthy bullshit. And what happens is, from the time we are kids, we associate the word healthy with nasty and garbage because the guidelines for school lunches and what we have to distribute to our children are not set by nutrition standards. They're set by monetary standards. The dairy gang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
The sugar gang. Gang. Right?
They had a whole plantation behind that shit.
Exactly. So if you that's very true. So
I know.
So when you look at how they fuck with our food, how they market directly to kids, listen, they understand the psychology of kids watching TV and YouTube ads and wanting to come out to McDonald's and shit. When you look at that and you see what they're really doing to us, they ain't about this nutrition life, right? Like it is systemic.
Yeah.
We are, in our communities, we are the product. We're their product.
Yeah.
Because we will always spend in our communities. They don't do that shit in other communities because other communities won't stand for it. And that's why the people that feed people, when we start coming together, we say, nah, fuck that, we don't need y'all.
Yeah.
We don't need none of this shit.
And that's
we
dope.
can do this ourselves.
That's dope. That's needed.
So what is the state of black food? So as I was posting on social media, someone DM'd me and it was like, so what is it? Because we have diabetes, we have hypertension. What are they discussing? What is the state of black food? And I want to hear from one of the queens over here. Sorry, but just if you guys want to chime in on that, and we definitely could pass it on whoever want to add.
You gonna fight for the women?
Have you guys ever heard the saying that like when they say something can be passed down from generation to generation, like diabetes, high blood pressure?
Yeah.
That is highly related to diet. We're all raised, all your family might eat the same thing, like soul food, the fried chicken, the collard greens, the cornbread, all that, all that good stuff. I was raised on that too at one point in time. So, but, they're saying the diet is actually what causes the generation sickness. So it's not exactly genetics.
So is that the state of black food? So what I'm saying is like, where are we as far as nutrition as a culture, especially here in U.S.? Like, where are we? What is the state of that right now?
Yeah,
I think the state of black food, like you said, I think we're identifying it honestly because we're really trying to make it our own. You get what I'm saying? We had a lot of people where, like she said, it goes down to health issues and things that are passed down to our family, and it's only the black and brown families, it's only minority families that are dealing with it. So how do we make our food taste good? Because, when I grew up, it has to taste good. I'm not eating anything that I can't ingest that makes me feel good. So I think that with the state of black food, we're trying to find that balance to where it's like it's healthy, it's not going to make to where we can last longer, but we can also eat it. And that's why I love the chefs that sit around this room, because we're breaking that standard to show you that there is healthy options. You don't have to break the bank for it. And on top of that, it tastes amazing. So don't let these guidelines or, the majority fool you and tell you that, hey, you can't do it. And we're doing that in our culture. We're doing it with the food that we have in our area because, I live in Six Trunk. And the food that we have there is not the same food that you get in Coral Springs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you have to learn how to make healthier options with what you have. And, minorities, we adapt to anything. So that's just with the state of black food. It's just showing you how to adapt with what we have, working with it and making the absolute best and making sure that we are around to teach other people how to grow better food, how to make better quality ingredients and better food so that way our families can have access to it.
So speaking of that, I'm actually working on a project right now. I want to make a blog doing, and also being a chef, I learned that it's important to lead by example and to show whoever you're trying to teach that you can do it too. If you do it, if you succeed at it, there's no reason why someone else can't. So I want to make a blog doing the alkaline diet. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
I heard of it, yeah.
But, I want to see, I've heard a lot of good things about it, like the effects it has on your body. It removes, the mucus, which...
The toxins,
yeah. Yeah, the toxins, all that.
pH
so, I'm going to be working on that. So that's something to watch out for.
Dope.
All right.
Yeah, so I had a thought really in my head, but it just lost me that quick. But at the end of the day, it's just like, this is like dope as fuck. I have a confession to make. That's what it was. I got a confession to make, even though he put me up on quinoa and all that. Will there be somewhere where we can try out some of this new stuff, because my broke ass be like, look, I'm not spending no money on no quinoa and no chickpeas and no kale, and I don't know what this shit tastes like. I'm just being real, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it don't cost that much money, though.
No, it don't, but it costs money that I could have bought something bad for me, and I know it tastes good.
I could have bought a cheeseburger.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, it's bad for you. It's bad for you, and you think that it's cheap, right? But look at the cost that it's gonna it's gonna cost your family.
Yeah.
That it's gonna cost your health. Yeah, you might as well invest into that up front. Due to the fact that, you get what I'm saying, because later down the line, when your body's deteriorating, or the fact that you're not around or anything like that, like it's a cost either way.
Exactly.
You know, so
right.
Whether pay now or pay later, but you're gonna pay.
No, Mr. Henderson, you're a money man. Like,
I just look at healthy food is like, when people look at healthy food, they get intimidated.
Yeah.
And that's what discourages you from trying to say, you know what, should I eat healthy? Nah, fuck that. I'm going over here to KFC, you know what I'm saying? It's already made for me, you know what I'm saying? It's easier.
I'm already a picky eater.
Right.
So it'd be like, come on.
Listen, I work with a lot of...
Healthy sometimes is
No, I'm saying picky. I'm picky.
That's what I was about to get to. I was about to get to that because you know what? That's why a lot of these companies start making these pre-made meals and all these. When we already been doing that, with, you know what I'm saying, with meal preps and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But now, if you go in the grocery store now, especially up north, like in Atlanta area or whatever, they got these pre-made meals in a whole department by themselves.
Yeah.
That's packaged up or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just like heat and serve. And now they got these new things coming out called that comes to your house in the mailbox and all that kind of stuff. And
I'm about to say, because the first one I heard of was Omaha Steaks or some shit like that.
Omaha Steaks, that was
like throwback.
But you know what? You still have to prepare that stuff.
Yeah.
You still have to prepare it.
Oh, they just bring it. They just bring it.
No, it's coming raw, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You still have to make it. Most of the stuff.
And then you got other people who cook it, like pre-cook it.
Most of it might come heated up, whatever. But at the same time, it's still like, I work with a lot of athletes, and they're very picky.
Yeah.
A lot of athletes, like almost like they feel like, I'm like, where do y'all come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got one athlete, I'm not going to say no names, bacon and rice. This dude just want to eat bacon and rice, you know what I'm saying? I hope he don't hear this. But you know what?
I don't know you talking about.
He damn so no.
Hey, don't get offended. We just talking. We ain't put your name out there, dog.
What I'm saying is this right here. But it's like, your body is like a machine.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't do too much of that.
Yeah.
So at some point, your body gonna say, you know what, man, listen, dude, I'm about to go ahead and make, you know what I'm saying, make a detour on you, and I'm gonna shut you down for a minute. Right. So now, here it is, where we try to go ahead and do, like when you brought up holistic, sometimes it's too late to do stuff like that because now your body is so immune to the bad stuff. Right. Yeah. Now, I always consult with a dietitian, a registered dietitian. I got her right on speed dial. That's my ace coon boom.
Yeah.
On the speed dial. I said, listen, I got this client. This is what's going on. I send her the information. She break it all down and say, okay, this is what they need to do, blah, 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 blah. But are they working out or whatever the case may be? You can't consult a doctor about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You got to consult a a registered dietitian. They the ones that know the answer about everything that we trying to do. They have the answers if you don't know yourself. Right. So, I mean, like you said, it's all in the preparation. And you can't be scared to say, you know what? I'm going in the store. I'm going to grab a bag of quinoa because you know what? Publix, they got buy one, get one free.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They're going to have the $3.99 quinoa, whatever the case may be. Get the kale, call Chad, and say, bruh, I just got this.
Ma, this for you. Because, generational, I'm picky. My mama picky, and she fry everything. If it ain't deep fried, she don't
That's
fuck
the culture. That's the culture. Being able to call each and every one of us and say, you know what, dude? Can you help me out in this situation? I mean, whatever. Right. And if we don't pick up the phone and we don't answer your question, then we're not the culture. Yeah. We're not representing what State of Black Food is all about. Yeah. We're not representing what they've paved the way for. Blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, like I said, I used to see this dude right here doing cooking demos, you know what I'm saying, trying to help people eat healthy because of his own situation.
Yeah. I remember that.
You see what I'm saying? And, I mean, exercise and all that kind of stuff play a part in it. But that's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
Sorry to cut you off. Mr. Henderson, you work in finance, correct? So you spoke about, and I'm sorry, young lady, what's your name?
Naika.
Naika? Naika spoke about like the long-term effect that it could have on your family. We're saying like it's expensive now. So you working in the finance. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that joke.
Deficit. She's trying to kill you. So y'all trying to say Naika ain't for me, huh?
I'm just thinking of. I'm honestly
so. Wait, am I joking? Like
you don't want to know the financial impact.
That's
how how deadly serious it is.
Yes, we do.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can say the shit.
No, seriously,
for real? Yeah.
You're dead by 60. I'm not even playing. No bullshit, no jokes, no games. Literally, so one of my specialties is Medicare. So I deal with people in Medicare. So no. All right. So in order to enroll in Medicare, you have to receive Social Security or disability income for at least 24 months. By the 25th month, you enroll in Medicare. Right. That's for people who have disabilities. Okay. Or you reach the age 65, then you enroll in Medicare. Most of the people I deal with are between the ages of 45 and 52.
Oh, wow.
Let that process for a second.
Wow.
45 and 52. You're not supposed to get Medicare until you're 65. So what does that tell you? One, people are retiring early, right?
Yeah.
Normally they're retiring early. But why are they retiring? Because of disabilities. They're getting sick. They have diabetes. In this country, right here in this country, and I'm in this country, okay, in Medicare, there are specific plans. I'm not going to name the states.
No, go ahead.
Mind you,
you can name the state. I ain't going to be the one
that liability issues. I'm an insurance agent.
Yeah, you insurance. Yeah, get your money. Get your money. Get your money.
There's specific states, all right, in the Southeast. Most of them are in the Southeast where there are specific plans set up for minorities because of diabetes.
No, I'm so sorry.
Specific plans because of diabetes.
There are specific Medicare plans set up for minorities because of diabetic conditions.
And that's crazy.
Now, mind you, 45 to 52. You still 8.5, 10 years,
for Medicare.
13 years away from being eligible for Medicare. So what does that mean? You're not getting your full Medicare benefits, right? You only get I'm just saying, you only get Medicare, Social Security income, and this is, so I'm a numbers guy, right? So Social Security income max pays you 2/3 of your highest paid income.
So say it again. Say it again. 2/3
so Social Security only pays you 2/3 of your max
income.
Max income. So if you only made 60,000, 2/3 of that is 40,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you got to work up to that. You're not getting that out the gate, right?
Because that's the max.
That doesn't adjust for inflation. And for I hate to tell you, I hate to tell you, black folks is only seeing about 45 to 50.
Yep.
So what does that tell you? Well, you count 1/3 of 50 grand, and you praying, and that's what leaves it on that's
so
what
that's
creates
like 20
the
grand.
generational gap, right? That's about.
Wow.
That's why grandma has diabetes. She's only making $12,000 a year, $15,000 a year. She's now moved in with her daughter, maybe her grandbaby, possibly, who now is supporting an elderly grandmother, who herself is only making $35,000, right? But that has nothing to do with it.
What's so crazy?
The baby's daddy is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the institutionalized racism in the country. You got to realize, I was born in 1980, and we're gonna have this discussion tomorrow on the panel. But I was born in 1980. When was Martin Luther King killed?
68. 64?
Hold on.
64 or 68.
68.
68,
between
right?
65 and 80 is only 15 years. My grandmother was born in 1926.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that says slavery was too far ago, that was my grandmother's grandfather. Anybody that says reparations is impossible, no, for my grandmother that was yesterday. Right? For me, that was 2 weeks ago because I live in an all-white neighborhood and I got pulled over for being black.
In an all-white neighborhood.
In my own, dude, I live in that condo. The one you can see it. It's right there. It still has the light on. My wife and kids. Look, I'm not going to reach for anything. You're going to need to call somebody. Because I'm not reaching for anything.
What's funny, let me jump in real quick.
Those are the things that those are the things that we're dealing with now. So that's the cost. Not seeing your grandkids.
Talking about now, though, what's disturbing is this. We're now being forced to take on these older generations because of sickness and everything you just talked about, but the respect factor is not there.
Yeah.
So now when you taking your grandmother, taking your mom, which it should be what it should be, you mad about it. You I got this over there. They talking too much. They doing too much. You're not doing it from love because that's your job. I got 4 kids, and I have 4 kids. I need 4 chances. I'm keeping it real. I wanted 4 chances because somebody's going to be able to give me water when I'm old.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now you got these kids in this brainwash system to where they
on pills.
The wife mad that your mama living with you now, and you know she over there making too much noise, so now the son got to be over here trying to play the middle between his mama and his wife. You know, put him in a choice. Where's the love of what we're doing right now? We're not going further with nothing that's going to build ourselves. We dying before 50. We dead right now.
We started talking about Chef Kulture, what is Chef Kulture, and we touched on so many different things. You know, hearing this conversation, talking about the financial piece, talking about the nutrition piece, it brings me back earlier in the year when we, I think this was February? When we had Dr. Armin Henderson on the show, and he talked about the social determinants of health. And this is the epitome of that conversation. Like, this is the deeper dive into that conversation.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, but this is what I'm talking about when I say the poverty cycle.
Yeah.
Right? The system, half the time we're in America functioning in a society, we playing a game we don't even understand we're playing. We don't know the rules. Like, whenever any of us really sit down and get deep, we start talking about that real systemic shit because they have set us up to fail. The one thing that is true anywhere you go is that your environment is stronger than your willpower.
Yep.
So for us, our environments are curated to break us down, which is why Chef Kulture was so important, because Chef Kulture was meant to be an environment where we can succeed, so we don't have to have willpower by ourselves. It's the simple act of us getting together. The most basic thing that we do is every month we come together on Mondays to fellowship with each other so that our environment is positive. Right? Dope. That's the most simple thing we doing. And I think, Tay, if you got some good shit, you need to share with the rest of us.
Yeah, because he over here in a whole other zone
right now. I can use something. This nigga's doing magic.
He doing real magic over here. He like, I can't even believe this shit.
I would implore anybody listening to watch the YouTube.
If you listening to us, you definitely gotta watch this shit. Please watch the YouTube.
And I'm so mad we didn't get the side conversations from Chef Chad and Chef Terrence over here. Which Terrence? You're Terrence. Will?
That's T. Will. That's Terrence. T. Will.
Terrence Fisher and Chef Chad. Please, we all tired. We all tired. But
it's
those side
down.
combos were funny.
Listen, that's T. Will and I'm T. Fish. Chef Terrence Williams, Joseph III.
Why they always add names? Like, they always tell me, your name Earl.
Fuck, bro.
Church of 420 on Pine
Give him a mic.
The Facebook Church of 420.
Listen. You got some more wings? You gonna bring me chicken tomorrow?
There's like this ongoing Wingstop joke that we don't know anything about.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back and check the conversation before to see what this Wingstop joke about.
What happened was we had a conversation, and I said she was going to get something to eat. I didn't know where it was.
Yeah. You gonna show him the walk before we
Show him the walk. Just show him the walk. Show him the walk. Show him the walk. Yeah, just show him the walk. You know what I mean? Yo.
Oh, no wonder you right by like.
Most people would have kept the chicken in the car. Anime, keep the chicken in the car. You going into an all-black venture, and you bring one box of chicken. One. Time out. Here's your sign. And then you walk in with a dress, okay. You know you finna get seen. The slit is from here to here.
So you know everybody go pay attention.
Pennsylvania is the split.
Thank you. You got it.
And then you say, I'm looking for Terrence. Fisher.
Who sent me to get the wings in the first place?
First of all, time out.
Who?
I didn't send you.
He had me looking crazy. That's what men do.
You said thou will go.
He had me looking crazy.
Don't let me go to hibiscus. You know what I mean? Hibiscus 420 says,
book in the Bible?
Thou shalt be gone to get thy wingeth from the storeth with my moneyth. You know what I'm saying? Then you bring me back 65 ones. Wait a minute. I gave you 20. 65 ones? And they was warm.
They were in the box with the wings. They're in the same bag. That's why.
Okay, box with the wings. Okay. This is the same person that walks in the kitchen and goes, hey guys, you want to see my melons? Wait a minute.
You mean like cantaloupes, right? Like cantaloupes, right?
No, they were cantaloupes. She walked in the kitchen.
This is what happened. I walked in. Chef Bailey, he was about to put the melons in the box. So Chef JoJo was like, I just bring them to the back, see who wants some. So I'm carrying the melons. I set myself up for it, but So I'm carrying the melons, and I'm like, does anybody want melons?
Here's your sign.
It's a kitchen full of men, so I'm just like,
oh, damn.
I done fucked myself up.
I was like, okay, it's too late, so let me just put these on the table.
But we didn't fall into the trap, because that was the trap, Bathsheba. We didn't fall into the trap, you know what I mean? We didn't fall into that trap, you know what I mean?
He was like, yeah, you got me, Trappin Ain't Dead.
I got a melon in the bag of my car,
that
ready
Me
to
Too
go.
movement won't get me.
I took a melon.
My name Nathaniel. No. Not today.
Nate.
Not today.
Yeah, y'all are funny. First of all, any chef, you guys need to join Chef Kulture. I want to join. I don't even know how to cook.
Yeah.
But I want to join.
That's the thing. Hold on. Let's check that.
Can we be an honorary?
Please check that. You don't have to be a chef because it's a professional organization. We deal with other walks of life because it has to be that unity, and that's what people fail to realize is it's not about the chef. The chef, the title is just we lead our own kitchens. That's the title. We are a brotherhood, and Chef Kulture is a unit, and the only way that unit goes further is by other people because you know people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You may know exactly. You know what I mean? You have social media, podcasts, things like that. Videographers, those type of things because.
Graphic design, the flyer for Steve's Baby's Cut. This man,
right?
This man.
Shout out.
All of it. Yo, have y'all looked at the state of black food Instagram?
Yes. Yeah.
Him.
Right. Again, those are the things that we
again?
need.
Huh?
383 Media. Oh, now you put me
3883 Media. Okay.
Next thing you know, they want me on camera.
It's the facility we're sitting in, the palace. Right? It's a collection of businesses. Chef Kulture cannot survive if it's only chefs. We as professionals have to band together and create an ecosystem where our money circulates amongst us. So it's got to be more than just us. So yes, we would love to have you as a member.
I'm a join. And 3883 Media, that's you who over State of Black Food social media.
So real quick, Chef Kulture are independently branded chefs that form a conglomerate together. So we all have our own things, and we unselfishly come together. That's super dope. So it's not about egos. When we're in the kitchen, right? When we're in the kitchen, we're in the kitchen. We're not just cooking for Chef Kulture. We're cooking for Chef Kulture, but we're not cooking for our own brands. You know what I'm saying? But we come together without egos, and that's dope. Everybody's super dope at what they do. We all fly at what we do.
Chef Terrence Fish said he the dopest and flyest.
But it's really dope that actually like Chef Kulture really supports like everybody, and it's such the family vibe, especially as a woman. Like I remember needing an event. I had to feed over 500 people. I never fed this many people, and this was when I was first starting out, and I was freaking out. And I was new to South Florida as a domestic violence survivor, just moving back. And I met Chef Chad, and he introduced me to Chef Kulture, and I was like, look, this is what I got. I don't know how to do this. Within that, I had people that I was able to put my cupcakes and stuff in their house. They didn't even know me from a can of paint, but just off of the strength that I was a part of Chef Kulture, and that Chef Chad referred me. Oh yeah, no problem. You can come right now. And I'm like, this is so amazing, and it's always like that. And it's not just one person, it's every single person that's in Chef Kulture. Right. And that's what you're gonna get when you come into this family, and that's what I love, because we can all progress, but it's better in numbers, and it's definitely better when we support and we're unified. So the fact that,
that's a word. We could end it right there, and we're not gonna take up too much more of y'all time. But I want, but you were just the same one looking at your hands and counting sheep. Oh wow! What I want you guys to do is go around the room and just reintroduce yourself again. Let people know how they can find you on social media. Maybe what your like really quick what your specialty is, and we'll just reintroduce. That's
Cut that shit out. And it's not in the kitchen.
Okay, Terrence. No, all right. Terrence, get Terrence.
Matter of fact, we gonna let him go.
You know what? Say whatever you want to say. Just let the people know how they can find you.
What's up, man? You know what I mean? It's
He all smooth. He smooth like he was doing that damn catwalk.
Hold on, you know what I mean?
He had to put the Teddy P shit on.
Bring out Wingstop one more time. One more again. I'm Chef Terrence Fisher, a.k.a. I am your personal chef. You can find me on Instagram at Chef Terrence Fisher, Facebook at Chef Terrence Fisher, Twitter at Chef Terrence Fisher, LinkedIn, Terrence Fisher, Google, Terrence Fisher. I mean, so you just plug my name in and just
Google,
right.
Google
you know
me,
what I mean?
damn it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yellow pages.
Yeah,
Terrence Fisher.
I
Smoke screen and hieroglyphics.
I don't have a specialty. I like doing everything. I like smoking meat. I like, cooking Caribbean food. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever your situation that you need, I try to go above and beyond. Vegan food, I'm not afraid of anything, you know what I mean, when it comes in the kitchen. Plus, it's a way for me to learn. That's the key to it all. And that's why I say we don't have a specialty. It's not that, we don't. It's just, it's so many different things.
Don't box me in.
Don't box me in, yeah.
I feel it.
Who want to go next? I mean, because I can hold the mic.
How they can find you and your name.
All right, so my name is Naika. I am your favorite dessert plug, and also I restore and revive taste buds with Melanin Sweets. Yes.
Plug.
I'm having the Melanin Experience, which is going to be at my brother Kevin Smalls, the first Black-owned business in downtown Fort Lauderdale, Coral Fire Kitchen. So we're going to have that on July 14th, and you can get all of this information on all social media platforms at Melanin Sweets.
Love it.
All right, so.
Damn.
Big bank.
All right, so Sam was just talking about changing my Instagram name because it's way too difficult. But, I'm going to change it to Chef Manning. That's Chef Manning on Instagram, all right? But tonight, if you look me up, it's going to be... it's going to be... But first. Yeah, but first. It's going to be APP hey, hold on. They need to get this. It's APP.chef_Manning.
We're going to put it in text for the people.
Yeah.
So you guys can find Chef Manning.
I'm going to change it. Don't worry. It's gonna be simple.
So whatever it will be,
y'all know.
At that time, we're going to make sure the people listening can just check the social media or
check the description,
the description. And they're going to find you, Chef Manning. They're gonna
Chef Manning, that's what it's going to be, all right? Real simple like his.
All right, folks, let me give you my thing. I am Chef Andre the Skywalker, the Jedi of Flavors. You can find me on all media platforms at Season Leaf Catering Co., Season Leaf Catering Company. So that's basically what it is. Any food, all platforms, personal chefs, small, big gigs. For your next event, leaf it up to us.
He didn't say leave it. He said leaf it.
Leaf it.
All right, so... my name's Rashad Henderson. I'm on Instagram at Rashad Henderson Investments. Like I said, personal management, wealth management. I'm just making sure that you keep more of the money you earn, whether that's through investments in revenues and dividends like that. You can check out my page. I always post stuff up there. Whether that's through insurance, financial gains, and things of that nature. Just let me know whatever your need is. I will help you. I can insure everything. Not even joking. Everything you name it, I can insure it. I got all the licenses. I can also help you with your investments. I have those licenses as well. Series 6, Series 7. Look, don't even worry about it. I got you.
Got you.
If I don't got it, I got mentors who do. All right, we're gonna take care of you the whole way around. All right.
Love it.
And that's actually how I ended up joining Chef Kulture, because it's important to have the food to be able to eat in a nutritional way. But I also considered, look, where are we buying our food from?
Yeah.
Back in
sustainability.
In the 1940s, we had 20 million acres.
Yep.
Now we have less than 1 million.
Yep.
All right, less than 400,000 black farmers.
Yeah.
I just copped an acre over in Lee County, over on the West Coast. I'm gonna put a plug in for anybody who's trying to invest. Go buy you some land.
Yep.
Go buy you some land. Go buy you some land. Go buy you some land. There's an opportunity right now in Lee County. You can go buy land for $100 a month. If you need help, I will help you. Right now, Lee County is an economic zone of opportunity. All right.
Well, fuck that. I'm going to Lee County.
They will take it all. They will take it all. Why do I know? Because I'm doing it right now. I am the example.
Where's Lee County?
Lee County is over on the west coast of Florida.
I just was making sure it was in Florida.
If you
need
all
that
water
water
help,
and shit,
holla at your boy.
I'm coming.
Look, my whole goal, because it is so vital for us as a culture. Any culture that has had success has, one, owned their own property.
Yep.
Two, had an opportunity to create capital gains, which means they can live where they need to live. They have a safe space, and they can use their mind as opposed to their labor in order to create residual income, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing. So Rashad Henderson Investments, please reach out to me.
Chef T. Will.
Chef Terrence Williams. Instagram at Chef T. Will. Instagram at Chef T. Will Golf, because I got a golf tournament coming up in July. And you know what? I'm helping the youth. I'm getting the youth out of Miami Gardens. I'm teaching them how to play golf. I was raised on the golf course, so that's another podcast. But yeah, and chefs by nature. But at the same time, I'm about to change that, but hey, that's what it is right now. because somebody wanted to be nasty. Well, yeah, you already know what time it is. But I mean, hey, but hey. Well, I was here before you, boy. I was here before you, boy. How are you? I'm 40. I'm gonna put an 8 on mine. But yeah.
How can we find
you? Yeah. So Chef Chad Cherry, Chad Cherry on anything, but really Chef Kulture, and culture with a K. Chef Kulture with everywhere. And what's crazy is we don't put anything extra. So if someone says the Chef Kulture, that's not us. If someone says in Chef Kulture, there's a lot of Chef Kulture shit popping up right now, and I'm like, damn, are we gonna have to go lock up everything that's and they're saying it with a K too?
No, you on Trappin Ain't Dead. We just go, handle a different type of work.
Yeah, we gotta handle this differently.
Your boy got the money. I just need somebody with the lawyer fees.
Karen is a lawyer.
Listen, I'm Trump out this joint. We'll get your lawyer straight.
Because Miss Cherry is a lawyer.
We'll get your lawyer straight.
See, that's why we say we have everybody in the culture. Yeah. You can be in the culture. You don't have to be a chef. We got attorneys. We got financial people. I'm talking. We got everybody. So we good.
Before we head out, I want to definitely shout out again the Palace Hollywood for allowing us to set up tonight. Shout out to Wayne.
Wayne in the house.
Make sure you guys come here for July 4th. They're having the Motown Magic Tribute Band and Show. So check that out, and you can find them on social media, The Palace Hollywood. Am I saying that correct? thepalacehollywood.com for all your information. You can see the venue is really dope, and I'm hoping that we could do a trap social here one day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Munch, how can the people find you on social media?
Machiavelli_Munch, all like Minds Media. If you don't know how to spell it, just find me. You know what I'm saying? And just call it a day. Just Machiavelli like Pac. I mean, just if you ain't hip, you don't know. I'm sorry. If you ain't a Tupac fan, just type in Machiavelli, you'll find it. You know.
And they can find me.
And they can find you, Janae. Come on.
You forgot to tee me up.
Hey, no, I'm gonna edit that shit out. Don't be trying to do me. You go, Shay.
You can find me. I'm just pushing the blog right now. You can follow my blog, Hilo News, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. HYLONEWS is all you need to know about South Florida, urban millennials, and anything that's going on in South Florida. So thank you guys so much again for chilling with us, Chef Kulture. You guys are dope.